Good morning. A beautiful Saturday morning here in Texas and a beautiful day to spend with you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me here on the Saturday Live Show, the Daddykirbs Farm Saturday Live Show. I have fun every week. Thank you very much for being with me. So, today, first thing I want to say, our friend Kate and her husband, they're at home. Her husband's birthday is today. Happy birthday to Mr. David. Thank you for taking care of Kate. And Kate, thank you for taking care of David. You guys are a great couple. Thank you for being a part of this family. This Saturday, it's kind of funny, right? Like, I get excited about fermented food. For whatever reason, I just really get excited. It's like it's fermenting inside of me the whole time it's fermenting on the shelf, and I love it. So today, for the Consuming Things with Blake segment, we're going to be opening and tasting the sauerkraut that we've had on the shelf now for 2 weeks. I like to leave it for at least 2 weeks before eating it. So today would be the first day that I would get into it. A lot of times I'll leave it on the shelf for, maybe a couple months, but usually it doesn't last that long because I get too excited and I want to eat it. So today we're going to be talking about a few things. We're going to show, of course, the sauerkraut. We are going to, let's see. I wrote notes. That's why I'm looking down. We're going to be setting up and doing several giveaways this morning. We're going to do the Pruitt's tree resin giveaway, as well as the Mother Earth News Fair giveaways that were held on my Facebook and Instagram page. So that's going to happen. Also, we're going to be showing a critter of the day, an animal, a pet from the farm. And Mama Curbs is going to join us for that. She's also going to join us for the Luke update. I'm going to share some things that's been going on with the barn site and prepping and taking care of things for that. So we have a lot of things to talk about. Before we get started with all of that, what I like to do every Saturday is remind you that everyone has a story and every story counts. Your story counts because you count. So that leads us to our pledge, which is every Saturday we sit up straight, we put our hand on our chest, and we proclaim that my story counts because I count. I want you to say that for yourself and believe it. Believe that your story truly does count and somebody needs to hear it or be a part of it. So, first thing we're going to do is, after the pledge, see, I wrote notes. I try to keep myself on track here. And I need to say thank you. Every week I like to be grateful and thankful to the people that are in my life, in my story. And so the moderators who help me continue this story live to help to keep it going and family friendly. Sometimes I can't talk right. Thank you to my moderators. They have the blue names with the blue wrenches. Give them a big thank you or a hand clap or whatever fun emojis you guys can do there. And also to my patrons, the people who support my story financially. This is not something I ask for, but some people just have a heart, a gift for giving. So thank you for helping to keep my story going in that way. The affiliates, the people that we have business type relationships with, like Pruitt's Tree Resin, like Kai Tea, like Clyde's Garden Planner, and something I can't have here in front of me, but Greenstock Gardens. They are a big supporter of the Daddykirbs Farm and a wonderful company. All of these are wonderful companies. Today we're going to be giving away Pruitt's Tree Resin. This is something I've been talking about for a while, and we're going to set that up in just a minute. And so also to my subscribers and family members, thank you so much for just being a part of this story. I'm very grateful, very thankful and grateful to have you guys a part of my life. Mama Curb sliding in. Hello.
Morning.
She's pretty.
Thank you. Cute.
All right. So we're gonna set up first. Let's see. Kilted Gardener, are you prepared this morning to set up a spreadsheet and do a random.org giveaway of the Pruitt's tree resin? Mr. Robert? Because the other two giveaways are going to be held differently. We're going to be doing those with, it's going to be fun, actually. There's a fun way we're going to do those giveaways. So, Robert, you're going to be in charge of the Pruitt's tree resin. Should you accept that challenge? If not, let me know and we'll do it a different way. And then we're going to give away the Mother Earth news. I'm here just with Bo, so I'll do my best. Just keep a record of everyone that says Pruitt's tree resin. If you want to win, I'll put it on this side so they can see your face. If you would like to win the Pruitt's tree resin, which comes with the cocoa resin and the miracle salve, that is what they super pav miracle salve and the super cocoa resin essential oil. These two items, they will come shipped to you in a neat little box that Pruitt's tree resin, the company, had put together.
I wonder if the winner that won them last had already got theirs yet.
Oh yeah, who did win that?
I don't remember.
I'd have to look at my notes. I don't remember things past a few weeks. So if you would like to win that this morning, you just have to say Pruitt's tree resin in the chat. Do you want to have that pulled up here, or you don't have to, but are you just gonna wait?
What do you want me to have it pulled up to?
You don't have to.
I got Liam's picture.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. There we go. We got a few people in there already. Very cool. So that's going to be happening throughout the show. You can, whoever comes in, remind them to say that so they can be added. I'll try to remember to say it a few more times before we actually draw. Later in the show, we're going to be drawing for the Mother Earth News Fair tickets. Like I said, from Facebook and Instagram. Those will not be a part of, like, you can't add any entries in the show. Those are already, the list is already decided. That was Facebook and Instagram. But what do we have first?
Did you do the pledge?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you do your pledge?
I think I was distracted.
Put your hand on your chest.
Okay.
Okay. What is Pruitt's tree resin used for? That's a very good question. A lot of times I guess I just assume that because I've said it before. Yeah. Because she's going to grab some paperwork that's going to help me say more about it. What we use it for here is for topical ointment, bumps, scrapes, bruises, things like that. And also I got distracted there. I use this as a natural deodorant because it is an antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial, all the little bad guys. This takes it out, so I put just a tiny little bit on my hands and rub it in my armpits, and that's my deodorant.
So the super PAV,
the super pav,
the miracle salve,
yeah,
use it for embedded fungal conditions, severe burns, warts, skin infections, and more.
Yeah, so burns, scrapes, bruises, even warts.
Yep.
And because it is an antifungal,
and then
warts are fungus, right?
Yeah.
And then the tree resin super cocoa resin essential oil.
Is it this one?
Yep.
All skin conditions, burns, wounds, bites, stings, ringworm, lice, chiggers, just to name a few. But they are the most powerful antifungal, antibacterial, and antiviral substances. Don't leave home without them.
Don't leave home. That little marketing there. All right, cool. So these are really handy to have around. We love having it here on the farm. We've used it on the animals sometimes for, cuts and scrapes, things like that. When the horses get a scrape on their skin that's open, sometimes we'll put it on there. We also have some horse horse salve that we use, but occasionally we have taken out this as well. I will put this on anything on my skin that is, maybe I get a scrape or whatever. I will put that on there. So,
Do you want to say the value? No? That's okay. Someone said that warts are viral.
oh, warts are viruses. Okay. Is that what you said? Someone said?
Yeah.
Someone said that?
The chicken wire.
Oh, chicken wire. Okay, so this is. Does it say it's an antiviral?
Yep.
I said that right.
Yeah. Fungal, bacterial, and viral.
There we go.
So it would cure. It takes care of warts.
Okay, Tim Huffman, thanks for offering that. Robert, take advantage of Tim helping with that list if you need. Throughout the show, whoever says Pruitt's tree resin will be entered, and then we'll draw at the end of the show. So we're going to do the critter of the day after the tasting this time, instead of last week when I handled the animal and then I ate the food, which I don't really care, but I thought maybe some people might be a little bothered by that. So we're going to do it in reverse today. It makes more sense. But I also wanted to show the onion plant update.
You can see. Oh, look at it.
No plant yet. So that was one that I planted on a live show a couple weeks ago.
No, last week.
Was it last week?
I don't know.
I thought it was 2 weeks, but
I think you're right.
like I said, I don't remember stuff all the time.
I don't either, apparently.
All right. But we are going to go ahead and taste the sauerkraut. Like I said earlier, I like to do this, the sauerkraut, I like to let it ferment for at least 2 weeks. Hey, Alumna is making a horizontal hive. Very cool. Oh, I get to show how strong I am opening this lid. Oh, it smells. Pretty. Oh, it smells so good. So this is, if you watch my sauerkraut video, you would know. Oh, can you smell that? Do you want to smell it? She doesn't like it. So it is the green or white cabbage with the red cabbage. And I like to mix it pretty much 50-50. And it turns into this beautiful lavenderish, pinkish, purplish color. It mauvish, other ishes colors. It's gorgeous. It smells so good. So I have a glass weight. On top of, I use one of the outer leaves to help hold everything down under the brine. So let me zoom out here a little bit. All right, you can see my notepad in front of me. Just get a view of the plate as I take it out. So there's my glass weight and the leaf on top. I think they call it a follower or something like that. And I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of this out of here. Fluff the top of it up. Oh, look how pretty that is. When you put that on a plate next to, some other dish, it's a really beautiful addition to the plate. And having just a little bit on there to, eat in between other bites of food, it's just a nice way to kind of cleanse the palate, have that tangy texture, the crunchy texture, and the tangy flavors in the middle of the meal. It's just so good. So let me come back up here. It's my technical. I gotta adjust my tripod. Did you guys notice I'm wearing Kilted Gardener's t-shirt? All right. Scrolling. Awkward silence. It's never really silence if I actually say awkward silence, but See, the Chicken Wire says, do you have a recommendation on sauerkraut video on where to get supplies? Wondering if the glass weight is something I need to buy or if you can make do with something on hand. So in other videos, I've shown where I used freezer bags, the non-BPA freezer bags full of water as a weight. A lot of people had a problem with that because it is still plastic. I'm not sure exactly where to land on that one, but I don't do that anymore. Now I actually just use the glass weights with a leaf. I bought these on Amazon. I don't have a link with me right now, but I could provide a link in this show notes after the show if you'd like, but you can get those, you know, pretty much anywhere that you can buy fermenting supplies.
You've really enjoyed those, haven't you?
I have enjoyed these.
It makes it a lot easier.
It's nice because it's something you can run through the dishwasher. I wish the design was a little different because the little handle that they put on top tapers toward the top instead of away. Like I wish it was tapered the other way so you could actually get a grip on it. They're not always that easy to take out, but it is a nice weight and size to slide down in the top of these jars. It'll fit in a small mouth, regular, and a wide mouth. So let's see here. Oh, and the tops, these were a gift to me. A friend gave these to me. I have also the silicone tops, and maybe I did something wrong, but the 2 times that I used the silicone tops, my batch spoiled, and when I use these, they don't. I'm not saying these are way better. Maybe just the situation was different, the climate, who knows what else, but I'm not recommending one lid over another. It's just that's so far what's happened with me. Okay, trying to get to the, there we go. Could you put electrical tape on the edge for better grip? You probably could, but that's actually in your brew, and I don't think I would
Maybe
want.
You're talking about the lid.
Oh, on the lid maybe. All right. This is it. You gonna want to try some? Mama Kirbs really doesn't really care for sauerkraut or anything fermented.
It's pretty.
It is beautiful. I wonder if you can actually hear, because sometimes this makes a really nice little crunchy sound.
Can you hold it?
Can you move the books? All right, let's see. Can you hear it?
Yep.
That's a good batch of sauerkraut. I can't wait to try that with other foods. I was a little concerned this morning. I don't know why I was concerned, but I didn't want this to be the first thing I ate in the morning, so I made sure I had a little breakfast. With that right there, see if it focuses. It is focusing. It is gorgeous. It still has a little bit of crunch, little tiny bit of squeakiness to it, and that tart, tangy, not really tart, that tangy fermented flavor.
So now that you've opened it, it goes in the fridge, right?
Yes. I'll put a regular lid on this now and put it in the refrigerator, and then we'll have this to eat over the next few weeks between my daughter and I. I don't think it will last that long. One more bite.
I was gonna say.
One more bite. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. Is it just not beautiful? I think it's beautiful.
So what are some of the things people would want to eat sauerkraut?
Sauerkraut is, being a fermented food, it's really good for your gut health. So you can take it away so I don't eat anymore.
Or the whole show be you eating.
So the keeping your gut healthy with the, I don't know all the real science terms, but the gut flora, fauna, your gut biome, whatever those words are, keeping it healthy, keeping the good guys in your gut stronger than the bad guys. Foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, water kefir, those things that are fermented, that have the live cultures in them, all of those contribute to a healthy gut.
So is it time for critter of the day?
Are you in a hurry? Stop eating. Let's see.
See, there's that awkward silence.
That is the awkward
let me go
silence.
Get the critter.
Okay, critter of the day. Mama's ready to do the critter of the day.
There's that awkward silence.
Okay. Well, we have a whole hour. All right. Very good. So the critter of the day is, wait a minute before you bring the critter in.
Give us some clues.
So any idea, let's take a guess. Let's just do 15 seconds of guessing what kind of animal the critter of the day is. And then we'll reveal her. I'll say the gender. So Kilted Gardener, unfortunately, and I don't know, I did post this on Facebook, I think, but our lizard, our beloved Jenga, the bearded dragon, did pass away. So we no longer have a lizard here on the Daddykirbs Farm. At least not one that we take care of.
So this critter is the oldest critter besides Coco on our farm.
Coco, Coco is the oldest critter on the farm, which is
Coco's 20.
Coco's around 20. I don't know.
Because this one's will be 19 in April.
Okay. And obviously not Coco, because you wouldn't be sitting here with Coco on your lap. Coco, by the way, is the massive tortoise that we have here on the farm. And he's maybe 200 pounds. I don't know. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but he's big.
Any more clues?
Okay, so would be a furry critter, so no turtle.
Cuddly.
Furry, cuddly. Let's see, what else? Let's just show her. So this is Zoe. Zoe is our 19-year-old Shih Tzu. She is a sweet, lovable dog. Unfortunately, at this stage in her life, she can't hear or see. So she spends a lot of time hanging out in her bed. And Mama Kirbs does a great job caring for her. And so, yeah, her body actually, you would think that at 19 years old, she's a mess. But the truth is, her body is in pretty good shape. She's a healthy dog. She doesn't have some of those senses anymore.
Because she's old.
Because she's old. If by dog years, that's, I don't know, public math isn't good for me, but she's pretty old.
We've had her the whole time.
We've had her since she was a puppy. And so, I mean, really, except for the fact that she can't see or hear.
It has just a couple more teeth.
Yeah, she doesn't have very many teeth left either, but.
She'll still bark at anything. I'm like, what are you barking at? You can't see or hear anything.
Well, she can hear loud sounds, certain pitches of sounds. So when she hears those, especially when the other dogs are barking, I think she can hear the other dogs barking, because when they start barking, she'll start barking. It's kind of funny because she might be facing the wall barking. She has no idea, but she's participating. And yeah, so Zoe has been a wonderful family pet for 19 years, and we have been very blessed to have her in our family.
So that's Critter of the Day.
Critter of the Day, Zoe the Shih Tzu. I never really thought that I would be a Shih Tzu kind of person, because it just seems like, maybe not that manly or whatever, but I'm not really that manly, am I?
I think they're the greatest.
They are very, very wonderful dogs, hypoallergenic, so they don't They don't shed much. They actually don't shed at all. They do occasionally lose some of their hair, but they don't shed. And they're just very lovable, smart little dogs. So we,
And she's not in your face kind of dog. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to pet me? Okay, I love that.
yeah,
And then when the grandkids come over, we have another Shih Tzu, but they're very solid, so I don't feel like they're gonna break
Right.
when the grandkids.
yeah.
come.
So some small dogs seem very fragile, but Shih Tzus are pretty sturdy little dogs. So they can withstand a little bit of um, grandkid handling.
Speaking of grandkids,
Oh, are we ready? You're just really cranking through this. We're going to be done with this show in 30 minutes.
no, you'll find something else to talk about. So a lot of kids that go to school celebrate 100th day of school. And so our grandson is in kindergarten this year, and they had 100th day of school. So everyone always has their own creativeness of what they want to do. His was so funny. I have to show you. You're going to love it. So he did a t-shirt with 100 things, but he wanted to be 100 years old. And he pulled it off perfect.
He wanted to go on his 100th day at school as a 100-year-old man.
Am I holding it right?
Yeah, let's bring it out here. So this is our grandson dressed up and ready to show off his 100-year-old outfit.
Let me find another picture.
Yeah, let's do another picture because that's very cute, but you need to see a different view.
You want the one bending over? And then you guys see his eyebrows.
Yeah, isn't that adorable? Trying to get the lighting. There you go. Okay, now we need to
One
show
more.
one with his eyebrows.
Has anything been done outside?
No, we haven't done
Oh.
anything outside yet.
I gotta go find the eyebrow.
What's it, sauerkraut, Dad?
Huh?
Sauerkraut.
Did you taste it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thumbs up by my daughter with the sauerkraut. It turned out really nice. There we go. There we go.
Figure out how to. Hold on.
Gotta manipulate the photo on the iPad. Hold on. There we go.
Isn't he just adorable?
Yay, that's with his eyebrows.
And he doesn't even have any teeth.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Uh-oh. All right. Here we go. Yes, he is quite the character. He loves the acting, the dressing up, the YouTube star thing. He loves that. He has his own little channel, and he looks. He just does a great job. All right. What else do we have? What else do we have? We're just really moving through this show today. 28 minutes. Let's see here. So, Pruitt's Tree Resin, if you're in for the drawing, make sure you say that. Also, we will be giving away the Mother Earth News Fair tickets later. We did the sauerkraut, which turned out beautiful. Critter of the Day, Zoe, a lovely Shih Tzu. And so the Luke update, we're going to let Mama Curbs come and take care of that. But I will say, I actually did a bee video. I'll do a little bit of the bee update. I did a bee video. I went out on a very beautiful day last week. Not that long ago, a few days ago. Anyway, I was really happy to see the condition of the bees. Let's see, I have 4 hives that are active, and 3 out of the 4 were just doing fantastic. The 4th one, it looked like there may have been a little struggle there, but I think it's going to be okay. So if I can get that video edited, that will be up soon, hopefully. With bee videos, if I don't get them edited within a few weeks, I just don't put them up on YouTube because I like to try to keep unless it's like there's a really interesting educational moment, I don't put just the progression of the beehives up if I can't get the video edited in a few weeks. This is a raid? I'm not even sure what that means. All right. Yeah, so if you're in the family, so Deborah just mentioned Tim Huffman, I found your channel, fun to watch. If you're in the family, what I started this last week was, I don't know if it's going to be weekly or every couple weeks or whenever, but up in the cover image of that group on Facebook, I'm going to start doing a highlight of a family member. Right now, I'm going to go through creators so that we can help each other and expose our channel a little more. So Tim Huffman was the creator spotlight of the week last week here on the show, and so I put his image up on that cover image. And so yeah, it's I think it's going to be a fun way for us as a family to get to know each other a little more, and I'm hoping to do that weekly, but we'll see. People are saying hi, Blake, and that's a raid. Oh, I guess I'm not even paying enough attention. Sorry. Farmer Mimo says, how much land should you have to keep bees, or how far away from a house storage building should a hive be? That really depends on a lot of things, but some people have had a beehive right outside their back door in a suburban neighborhood. So it's very possible. You just have to be aware that there are certain risks. And for me, because living in the South, we have a higher risk of aggressive bees. I like to put the hives a little further away. So my hives are approximately 100 yards away from the house. They don't have to be. If you're in an area where, like if you're controlling the genetics of your hive through requeening or whatever, then you could probably do it closer. Just know that neighbors or family members that have an allergy could be at a higher risk. A raid means all from a chat, another channel comes to you and raid it. Oh, okay. I guess I'm not up on all the all the different things going on in live shows. I try to visit live shows occasionally, but just like a lot of creators report, it's hard to find time to actually sit down and watch live shows or any YouTube at all. So Mr. Happy with the $5 super chat, the squirrel with fermented food. Yay, thank you, Happy. I appreciate that. You just paid for the cabbage that went into that last bit. Actually, you paid more than that because the cabbage was cheap. Cabbage was 58 cents a pound for red and 48 cents, I think, or something like that for the green or the white cabbage. I don't know if it's actually called green or white. I don't know. You know, the lighter, the normal looking cabbage. Let's see. Yeah, so Tim Huffman would have some good recommendations on how to handle bees in different areas. He's more active in different bee yards and more active in his community as a beekeeper. All right. Kicking it with Karen. I'm here. Good morning. All right.
Did she give you tea?
Yeah, hey Karen, did you get your tea? I got I try. I don't always succeed, but I try to get the prize winnings out within a few days after the Saturday that they're given away. Sometimes I'm a little late, but
We were late on hers.
we were late. like a week late. Yeah, I think we were a week late given Karen's. Vicky says, I can't wait to make that kraut or to make kraut. It is so good
And easy.
and easy. It really is. So on my sauerkraut video, I show where I'm smashing it down with my hand. You can do that, or you can use a tamper, which is just either a wooden or plastic piece that you use to push down because it has to be pushed in really tight. That's probably the hardest part of the whole process, is just making sure that everything's pushed in tight enough. But even that's not hard. It's just the hardest part of the process. Food Forest Permaculture, thank you very much for just being here and sharing and saying that we are worth supporting. Thank you very much. Hey Karen, yay for sauerkraut with another squirrel. Thank you very much. You guys, so the shipping, you okay, Luke? What's it say? Okay, you know how to take care of that. His feeder is beeping. So every week, whether it be a tea or a Pruitt's tree resin or something else, maybe sometimes I give away the Clyde's garden planters. But so that's shipping. It's not that much, but usually, I could get away with a couple bucks for this, or it's around $4 to ship a tea, and $5 or so to ship this. Not that much, but it's just that little bit. So what I like to say is that when you guys provide the squirrels, you're paying. I haven't said this in a live show, but just in my mind, I'm thinking you guys are paying for the shipping. So thank you for helping to support that. You guys are supporting the giveaways with those squirrels. Haffy says, love my cream Earl Grey from Kai Tea. Yes, it's so good. That's the house favorite. That's what we love here. That's what I'm drinking this morning. That is what you made, right?
Yes.
Yeah, thought so.
So when
It has honey in it, so the sweetness sometimes changes the flavor.
So the Luke update.
Yeah, let's do the Luke update.
There's not much update.
Wait a minute. Luke, or Julie Nelson, $9.99. Thank you for the beautiful Texas
Wow.
pecan tea.
Did you like it?
Yeah, exciting as I very rarely win anything.
Yay.
Made my day when it arrived. Love you all. Love Luke, or hey Luke, hey Kate. Yes.
Thank you, Julie. I'm so glad you got your tea.
Yeah, that's so cool. It's fun. The giveaways are just, for me, it's a fun way to interact with you guys as a group.
And share things that we love.
Yeah, to share things we love, exactly.
So
I'm not sharing you.
those who have their tea, I'm curious, did you drink it straight like black tea, or did you add any creamer?
Yeah, so here typically we'll add honey and cream, sometimes just honey. But how do you drink your tea?
And our daughter made cream from cashews, and it was perfect.
Oh, yeah, so she made it differently, but
He made some too. But she has perfected it.
right. So you guys know that my daughter is vegan and also loves to cook. Well, she makes some really fantastic stuff, and she made a creamer out of cashews and other ingredients, and it just was so good in the tea and coffee. I don't know, did you try it in your coffee, or just in
Just
the
my
tea?
tea.
Just the tea. Well, so the other day, occasionally Mama Kirbs will purchase a box of rice cereal, like Rice Chex or something like that, and I like to eat it. We don't get it all the time, but occasionally. But we don't have milk in the house anymore, and we don't always buy the almond milk, just because we don't want to become dependent on something that really isn't that good for the bee population. So I made milk out of cashews, dates, a little bit of vanilla, and water, and it turned out so good. You may, even those of you who love your meat and your dairy, may find that you like this because it tastes really good. with the cereal. And I made a batch this morning. Actually, this is the small. I made enough that I thought I was making a quart, but it ended up to be a quart and a half pint. So that's just really tasty cream or milk to put in your drink or on your cereal or in your milk recipes, whatever. I even made like a soup the other day.
So Julie likes hers with honey. So does Happy.
Happy adds honey. Julie has honey, and I guess that's it. Purchased Pruitt's. Julie said she purchased Pruitt's tree resin and they love it. I'm glad, so glad. By the way, any time that you guys, if I'm sharing a company like Clyde's Garden Planner, the Greenstock Gardens, Kai Tea, Pruitt's Tree Resin, I would love for you guys to send an email, a phone call, whatever, just to let them know that you appreciate them sharing with the Daddykirbs story, because like I said last week, they don't have to do any of that. Kicking it with Karen says, I made oat milk with some of the same ingredients. Yeah, it's those types of milks. They're really tasty. Stacy Turner says, depends on which Kai tea I'm drinking. Most of the time I drink it straight, black or green. The hibiscus one I do sweetened with honey and drink it cold. That sounds really good. Let's see. All right, let's see. I will use them. Stacy says, if I need a pick-me-up, I will use vanilla and almond milk in matcha or the creamed Earl Grey from Kai Tea. Nice. All right, very good. So, do you want to do the Luke update now?
I'm busy.
Oh.
The Luke update is
He seems to be out.
Okay. You coming back or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go for a minute. And then we got to call the grandkids.
Oh yeah, we have to call. We're gonna do. We almost gave it away. Oh, we're gonna give it away. We're going to call our grandkids, and they're going to pick the winners via FaceTime on the iPad, and you guys are gonna see live them choosing a winner for the Mother Earth News tickets giveaway. And yeah, so it's really exciting. Okay, Luke update.
We've had a good week.
Good week?
We went dancing to our line dance class and he moved, which is exciting. He is doing much better with doing a grapevine move where it's across over your feet and then back. So he's doing really good with that. And his toe seems to be healing.
Yes.
Yesterday was a week and I was so stressed out, anxiety about making the right decision, choosing the right doctor. And we just praise God that it seems like it's healing. It's not infected, at least.
Yep.
And we keep we're soaking it like we're told, and then we keep trying to get him to wiggle, move his toes so he can get circulation moving, and he gets so mad.
Yeah, he's like, don't want to wiggle my toes.
Yeah, I told him the other day, I said, which it's funny because Luke doesn't ever express frustration. It's always
pretty mellow.
Yeah, he goes with the flow, or he'll say, he really does a great job is expressing wants and needs, like, I want a Milky Way, it's time to eat, and I want to go dancing. But I said, Luke, wiggle your feet, flex those feet. And he goes, and I said, Dad, tell him. And he said, Luke, wiggle your feet. And he said, don't want to move my feet.
No, don't want to move.
Why do I have to move my feet?
Yeah, Happy says, is he still eating? He is. Every day now he asks for fat fries, salmon patty,
Milky Ways.
Milky Ways. The Milky Ways we try to keep to a minimum, truly, because all the refined sugars and all that. We really do try to keep that to a minimum. But so what did I miss? Ice cream. Again, we give him very small amounts of that because of the sugars. We do non-dairy ice cream, but it does have sugar in it, so we try to keep that to a minimum. But yeah, it's every day.
Chili.
Oh, chili too. Yeah, that's one of the recipes that we need to put on the Life with Luke channel so that you guys can see. It's a very simple recipe, but it's something Luke will eat. So, Oh, Jason, stop it. No, I appreciate
Happy
it.
gave a wonderful comment too earlier. It was really, very sweet.
Did I miss Happy's sweet
Yes,
comments?
he makes wonderful comments.
Hey, Happy's a good guy. Apparently, so is Jason. I'm just
Yes.
kidding. Just kidding.
So, are we going to have people enter the contest anymore and then call
Yeah.
grandkids?
Okay. So, no, they can't enter anymore on the
Okay. That's
Mother Earth
closed?
News. That's a
Okay.
closed thing. But while you're preparing for that, I will go ahead and give a barn site update.
Stacy said Adlin can make vegan Milky Ways. Wow, Adlin needs to get hold of you, Stacy.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do the barn
would think
update
about
and
making
I will
candy bars.
try to get hold of the
Okay.
grandkids.
Yeah. So she's gonna get a hold of the grandkids. I'm gonna give you guys just a little update. I wish I had the live show set up in a way that I could share video with you guys, because there's a short clip. I didn't get a lot done on my place yesterday except for marking out. I did clear a fence line by the chicken coop. I got all of the fence holes measured and marked with the spray paint on the ground. I went with my neighbors to go rent a my neighbor has a skid steer on site. It's not his, but it's on his farm right now. So we rented the skid steer attachment, which is the drive unit and auger that you can drill fence holes with, which is fantastic because drilling or making holes in this clay soil is back-breaking, miserable work. So that auger makes a big difference. So having the free skid steer available this weekend, and we shared, between my neighbor and I, we shared the rent cost for the auger, so that that makes it very affordable. I have 22 holes that I need dug this weekend. That would take me probably 22 years if I were doing it by hand. Exaggeration, but it would take a long time. So today, after the live show, the skid steer with auger is going to show up, and we're going to get those holes drilled. And I also have a plan for getting the rest of the foundation hole excavated so that we can start putting the crushed gravel in there, or the select fill, they call it. And that will provide a very stable area. Our clay soil is not stable for foundations a lot of times, because when it gets wet, it swells up and then it dries and it recedes and cracks. So there's a lot of pressure on the foundations all the time.
Hi,
Uh-oh.
Ian. Are you about ready to help type on the live
So
show?
so the wrap up there is that the fence line behind the barn. Sorry, I must have had a piece of cabbage on my tongue. The fence line on the barn is ready, cleared, and marked for fence posts. I'm going to get those holes drilled today, possibly run down and get the fence posts today and get those dropped in. And so we're just really excited that that kind of progress is going. We're going to try to get some of it on video so that you guys can see it. But some of it's probably only going to be in photos on Instagram, Facebook, and things like that.
You look
So,
adorable.
all right, so the grandkids are on the iPad, and we are going to do a giveaway.
Okay.
Let's see. We're going to do the Mother Earth News ticket giveaways first, giving you guys more time to join the Pruitt's tree resin giveaways. All right. So, Liam and Lily, are you guys ready to do a giveaway?
Can you say good morning?
Good morning.
But are you ready to do a giveaway?
Are you ready to do a giveaway? Yes.
Yes. Okay, so the way this is going to work, you guys can't see me, can you? Can you see me in the camera?
No, I saw. Yeah, we camera.
Okay. So the way this is going to work today, you guys, I have two different giveaways. The Facebook giveaway has 9 entries. So, Liam, you haven't seen the entries, and you are a perfect person to do this giveaway. Okay? So, All you have to do is choose a number between 1 and 9, and then I'll tell who that number belongs to.
Okay. I choose number 8.
Number 8, Diane Sanchez, or Sanchez, I think it is.
Can't read your writing.
I can't read my own writing. So I'll send a message to Diane letting her know that she won. I don't know if she's in the show this morning. And also, Diane will be responsible to give her email to me so that I can pass it on to Mother Earth News Fair, the person coordinating, and she will get the tickets to Diane. So congratulations to our winner, our Facebook winner, Diane. Hope to see you, Diane, at the Mother Earth News Fair in February. So, Lily, are you on too? She's climbing. That's
So, Nana and Pappy, what are you doing, Lily? So I'm eating my orange.
Yum. Show us your outfit, Lily.
What are you wearing, Lily?
a pumpkin. Cute.
So cute.
Okay, Lily, are you ready?
Are you ready to help Nana and Pappy? Say yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, Lily, I have 6 people entered through Instagram. Okay, so you need to pick a number between 1 and 6.
Can you pick a number? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? You don't want to? Okay, Liam can do this one too.
I think 5.
5. Red Sonia 000 is the winner from Instagram. So again, I will contact Red Sonia through Instagram Messenger. And again, she'll be responsible for giving her email address so that I can pass that on to Mother Earth News Fair. Hope to see you and shake your hand at the fair in Belton, Texas in February, with just a few weeks away.
Liam, do you want to say bye to all the viewers?
Bye.
Thank you, Liam. Thank you, Lily.
You want to wave? There you go.
They're eating their oranges.
Love you guys. Fun. All right. Yeah, that is such
My favorite child.
such a good time. They are sweethearts. So the in the last few minutes, we have one more giveaway, and that is our live show giveaway. That's the Pruitt tree resin. This is over. I don't know exactly the retail value. Let's see. I have it in front of me. Excuse me. The Miracle Salve. I don't see this size on the paper. But I will say that this is over $50 value. So whoever wins this, you're getting a really good value. And this doesn't take much. Neither one takes a whole lot. So this will actually last you for quite some time. All right. So whoever is maintaining the list right now, I think it's Robert. You can go ahead to the random.org and select. First of all, tell us how many people are in the drawing. Yeah, make sure everyone's in there. All right, so Robert, whenever you're ready, just let us know how many are in the drawing, and then we'll actually submit to random.org for 18, very good. Okay, so Robert's going to put that in random.org, do a selection, and we will have a winner. And the winner will have to submit to me through private message for your mailing address. Can't send it through email, so that I can get these in the mail to you. Drum roll. I was doing it better last week. My drum roll's horrible. 17. Oh, recount. Sorry, there's only 17. Probably in a spreadsheet where the top row was labeled as number 1. I can't keep doing the drumming. All right, Robert, go ahead and yes, the shout out. Go ahead and do recipes for the cashew milk. I can give that right now while we're waiting. My recipe this morning was, and I actually measured it out because I wanted to be able to share this. I did 24 ounces of water, 1 cup of the raw organic cashews, 3 medjool dates. Of course, you take the pit out, and just a few drops of vanilla in there, and blended in the blender to make sure it's all, there's no chunks, it's just cream. And so in the refrigerator, it will separate a little bit. You just give it a little shake and it's back to milk. It's really tasty. And yeah, that's really, really good. I'll try to put that on Instagram and Facebook as well. I'll take a picture and I will put that recipe on there. Oh, who won? Who won? Did I miss? Three Musketeers Homestead. Awesome. Okay, so you guys make sure you contact me and give me your mailing address, and we will get that sent out to you hopefully within the next few days. But you got to give me a little grace because sometimes it takes a little longer. All right. Three Musketeers, the winner. The Pruitt's Tree Resin. You guys are really going to love this stuff. So next week, we're going to be back to giving away our Kai tea. We have 4 of those remaining. So those are going to be back on the giveaway for next week. All right. So make sure all the winners... I need to circle these. So it was Red Sonia and Diane. That way I don't forget. Because there's been a few times when I've gone back later and I can't remember who won. So I have to go back and watch my own live show just to figure out who won. Creator of the Day. I am wearing the shirt for Kilted Gardener. I would love to share Kilted Gardener as the creator of the day. You guys, he's been busy for a while because he has a brand new baby. Well, not brand new now, baby's growing up. But I would love to encourage Robert Kilted Gardener to share more of his story. I would love for you guys to encourage him as well. Go look him up. Find one of his videos that he has done. Share some encouraging words there. And yeah, subscribe and encourage him in that way too. So, Robert, you are the creator of the day. Thank you very much for being a part of my story, and I love being a part of yours. So on the family group, I need to remember. See, it's always me remembering stuff. To go in and change the header image to include your image and your channel as well. So you guys are amazing. Today, after this show, in just a few minutes, I'm going to be out there with my neighbors making fence holes and getting things ready for that barn area. Hopefully to get lots of pictures and video I want to share with you guys coming up real soon. I hope you guys have a great, wonderful, productive day, taking care of yourselves, your family, and the planet, the earth that you have right around you. Take care of that as well. So we love you, and we do believe everyone has a story, and your story counts. I believe it. So I will talk to you soon. Look forward to seeing you in the family group and in the comments of my videos on YouTube. Bye-bye.